How do we choose the best key for a song, especially one that has a vocal melody? There's a common misconception out there that basically states that melodies in the key of D are higher than melodies in the key of C. Let's dispel that myth today. If someone were to argue that a melody in the key of D is higher than a melody in the key of C, they wouldn't necessarily be correct. Now, if we're talking about the same song, then that statement applies. If I sing a melody in C and I transpose the song that melody is in up a major second to the key of D, then yes, I'll sing that melody higher. But otherwise, all bets are off. Why? Because how high the notes in a melody go is not directly related to which key the song is in. The highest notes in a melody are actually based on the vocal range of the song. The Italian word for this is tessitura. In simple terms, the tessitura is the range, in this case, of a vocal part within which most of the tones lie. Let's take a hypothetical melody I've created and assume that it spans the entire range of a song. I'll call this song number 1, just to give us a point of reference. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play your guitar as you sing along. Now, the range, or tessitura, I've used for this song is literally a perfect fourth, from C to F. This is a very small tessitura, perhaps one of the smallest there could be for a song, especially since a lot of songwriters will utilize higher notes for greater artistic impact. Nevertheless, a perfect fourth could be the complete range of a song. Now let's look at another hypothetical melody I've created, one that has a much larger range. Here's what I'll call song number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's lift our voices till the music is soaring. Here, I've created a vocal melody that spans 2 whole octaves. I'll admit that this is a bit on the extreme end as song ranges go, but I've encountered participatory worship songs that meet these criteria, or at least come close in range. Now, both of these songs I've just demonstrated are currently in C major. One spans a perfect fourth, the other spans a perfect 15th. Let's say that someone wants to play song number 1 in D major instead of C major, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play your guitar as you sing along. As we can hear, the key of D is a major second above the key of C. But does that mean that song number 1 in D now has higher notes in the melody than song number 2 still in C? I think you know the answer. Nope. What if I transposed song number 1 up another major second to the key of E? 1, 2, 3, 4. Play your guitar as you sing along. Does the melody in the E version go higher than song number 2 in C? Nope. How about going further up by a minor third to the key of G? 1, 2, 3, 4. Play your guitar as you sing along. Does the melody here in G go higher than song number 2 still in C? Still, nope. Even in the key of G, the highest note of song number 1 is a C, which is still a perfect fifth below the highest note of song number 2 if it is still in C. Song number 1 has a long way to go before it catches up to song number 2 in terms of register. Why? Because song number 2 has a much wider tessitura. Let's observe a couple things about these two songs. First, song number 1 provides us with some advantages. It can easily be transposed to a lot of different keys and still be what I'd call singable. People with limited vocal ranges in your congregation could lock into this melody and have very little trouble accessing these notes. But as for song number 2, watch out. A range of 2 octaves is a thing to be respected and perhaps feared. If I start moving this song up by even a few steps, the top high G can easily become a high B or C, which is really high for the untrained male voice. So it's worth our time to discover what the range is of every song we lead or even present in front of a group of people. This benefits vocalists the most. Typically, the bass player doesn't have a strong feeling about the key. The drummer certainly doesn't either. Remember, your congregation isn't filled with bass players or drummers. They're predominantly vocalists. So that's some wisdom for how to find a song's ideal key. Once you have a better grasp of the vocal range you want to stay in, your charts can be adjusted to accommodate the new keys that you'll need to play in. And that's a great place to be. Now, I've taken you this far by showing you what to do. Want to learn how to do it? I encourage you to invest in your guitar playing and your musicianship by joining Guitar Success for You, where we go deep with concepts that put you in the driver's seat as you play music. You won't be at the mercy of a chart or a recording. You'll be able to make intentional choices about keys, voicings, capo positions, and more. Starting with the basics, we cover all the major and natural minor keys for guitar and their respective scales and chords. We discover and unleash all the permutations of the caged system, allowing for 5 different ways to play the same set of chords in any major key. We go deep into transposition and even modulation, and there's so much more. The best part is that we do this over time in a community of like-minded guitarists who love the Lord and want to reach for their best musical offerings within the context of what success means to them. I've taught thousands of guitarists all over North America through my seminars and workshops, but this approach I've put together is unlike any other I've seen. So please, join us. Head on over to guitarsuccessforyou.com to learn more about what's waiting for you. And keep learning and growing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.